Hello there, you're welcome to Keep It Simple right here on Golf TV. Thank you for joining us today. How is the week going? Hope you're having a wonderful week. And how is the month of October? I hope you're achieving all the things that you have planned for this month. If you haven't started anything, don't worry, it's not too late. 2020 is still yours. Yeah, I am motivating you. Trust me, we all need motivations one way or the other, yeah? So don't think 2020 has ended. If there's anything you still want to do, please start right away, right now. Don't wait till 2021. My name is Oluwakemi, and I want to especially welcome you again. With me in the studio are the ladies, Toluwalokpe and Brukewe. And we'll be having this discussion together. Hello, ladies.
Hello. Hi.
You're welcome, guys.
Good
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning or good day.
Good day. Yeah, we should do good night. All right, so the NSAS protest starts today, which happens to be Wednesday. So police headquarters, everyone says ban SARS. NSAS. Okay, yeah, they said they banned. Now they're saying they should end. So NSAS campaign starts today, and I don't know if any of us will be joining them at the.
Why at work?
Probably they probably ended the work, the peaceful protest.
Okay, so do you have plans for tomorrow? It's a 3-day protest. Don't say, let's say today's zone. You're not available, yeah. So
police, so you are here.
So do you have plans for? Let's know what you have plans for now.
I don't have plans.
I just didn't talk to cover the thing. Hey, you say,
we are pushing the hashtag.
Are you really pushing the hashtag?
We are following the conversation.
Are you following the conversation, or you're pushing the hashtag?
I might not be there physically, but we
are you contributing one way or the other?
Actually, I am.
We hope you are.
No, I have actually.
Because a lot of times people who are not directly affected feel like nothing is happening. You know, don't make a big deal out of this or anything.
We are all affected.
You know,
until
so
it happens to your brother.
Ricky, are you contributing? But in your own corner, you're saying something.
Exactly, I'm saying something.
That's the most important thing.
Which is important. I'm at work. I can't be there physically, but the little I can do, I'm just doing it, and I'm preaching to people that they should be careful as well. To individuals out there, young guys, men, women, girls, just be careful of people. Don't put yourself in a compromising situation. Yeah, sometimes it's not just about the situation we find ourselves, but just make sure that you avoid things like this.
Okay, all right, no problem. So the protest has started. We hope it will definitely turn out peaceful, but we know that one way or the other, they might want to do some unnecessary things. So please just stay safe out there if you're protesting. Stay safe, and we'll get the follow-ups. We want to see those celebrities who said they are going to join. Yeah, I'm actually very particular about that, because I've learned that the way life is, the moment you become successful or you become influential, or you know people in power, you begin to feel like certain things don't concern you anymore, because you're safe. Exactly. So, but we forget that there's the average Nigerian out there who are still affected by these issues. So that's why I'm really particular about them, because a lot of people are looking up to these people. So let's see them taking the first step. So I'd like to see pictures and videos later on.
I actually want to talk about the importance of education and further trainings and all. I remembered when we were talking about this whole NSAGs, the reformation on Monday.
Okay.
And I mentioned the fact that part of the reformation is the fact that these officials need to be put through series of trainings and seminars and all of that, just for them to really know what their core duties are and how to go about it. So basically what I'm trying to say is that education cannot be overemphasized. Like, it's really good that we keep abreast of things. We should learn to embrace new technologies, new insight, new ideas. So I will not just be stale, like not just remain at the same spot. And that brings me to the fact that just recently we celebrated World Teachers Day. I think that was on Monday.
Okay, yeah.
So it is just me saying that I identify with teachers all across the world. I think I have some uncles and aunts that are in teaching line, and just a kudos to them, because it's not really easy being a teacher, especially in Nigeria. And I also learned that the federal government had promised some incentive to teachers to celebrate or to commemorate the World Teachers Day in Nigeria. And I'm like, see, I hope this is not just one of the promises that we'll make and would not fulfill. It's a good thing that, okay, we're celebrating World Teachers Day, and just because they just want to appear in the news and say something, so that it's not be like federal government did not say anything to celebrate Nigerian teachers. They are saying, oh yeah, we'll be providing incentives. I mean, we are still battling with the subsidy removal of a thing.
Okay.
So do they really want to tell us that they've made available somewhere money, in millions or trillions that they are going to be giving to our teachers? I mean, don't make promises when you are not going to fulfill it. So that's just me saying that. I really truly hope that
time will unfold. Time will unfold if they do one thing or the other or not.
It's just to really celebrate people that are really over the year that have made sacrifices. I mean, that are the reasons why we are here today. Yeah, so they've had impact in our lives, and we just want to really celebrate them here.
Okay, all right, let's quickly go on a short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Keep It Simple right here on GOF TV. And our discussion today is about to start. So our conversation today is domestic violence in relationships. And that's because we understand and we acknowledge the fact that this is a discussion that must continue. We must not keep quiet. We have to keep talking about it. Is there a reason why domestic violence should be in relation? In fact, no, I wanted to say it should be encouraged. I don't know, because a lot of times people feel you can do one or two things to encourage domestic violence. So on today's discourse, we will know whether you as an individual, you're encouraging it one way or the other, or even if you're a partaker or you're a victim. All right, so for those who are victims of domestic violence, what are some of the steps they should take so as to get out of the situation immediately? So that's our discuss for today. And don't forget that you can also join the conversation by leaving a comment right there in the comment section. We'd definitely love to read from you. All right, so over to ladies. Let's begin. Domestic violence. So let's have any of you do a background on the topic first before we begin to explore the different eating areas.
What are the hidden areas?
Time will unfold.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm just finding a way to do smiling like.
We are not here to smile, right?
So recently, was it last week or so? I saw a news. I don't know if any of you ladies saw it of Chacha Ike, Nigerian Nollywood actress, that she was living a marriage of 7 years.
Okay.
And her quote was that, "Thank God I am living with my life."
Okay.
So, as in, nobody has ever had that impression that she was being domestically abused in a marriage of 7 years. And some people felt like, you know, social media and everything, nice family pictures here and there. How many kids did they say she had? I think she has like 3 kids or so. Yeah, 3 kids. So, you know, she started talking about it. She said she was going to talk more about it, but she just wanted to officially announce to the public that she's living a marriage of 7 years, and thank God she's living with her life. So it got lots of people asking questions that what could have happened in the relationship, in the marriage, that got a Nollywood actress to live after 7 good years. Imagine, you know, one thing about Nollywood is that people keep on counting for them. Oh, this one has been married for 2-3 years. This one did not stay in husband's house. We just have this notion that, oh, these guys can't be married for a very long time because they have 1 or 2 issues. But majority of these cases are due to domestic violence.
Okay.
And I would say that, well, many people feel that since they're celebrities, they're not supposed to be taking stuff like that. It's not supposed to happen to them. But domestic violence can happen to anybody.
Definitely.
And that's just what I want to use to open the topic for today, that it can be happening to someone just beside you and you will not know it. Beating, battering, abuse, emotionally, physically, psychologically, however, it is just there, and lots of people are ashamed to talk about it because of this the African mentality that, oh, is it we die here or together forever, or what's the word? Well,
Okay.
till death, yeah,
Do us part.
do us
It's part of the
And
marital
lots of
vows, isn't it?
people die because of abuse domestically. I wish that there would be more talks about domestic violence. I wish that people would come out proudly to say, oh, this is what is happening. And I also feel like the church is not helping matters, because people are just encouraged to just stay, do or die, just stay there. You are married forever. The Bible doesn't encourage divorce, but does it mean that we would stay in marriages where you are being treated just badly?
Okay, thank you very much for that angle. I like the fact that you brought in the church, because I was thinking of bringing that in here. I have questions related to that, because there's every tendency that as an individual, if you report to the church that you're being abused in your marriage or whatever relationship, you might be advised to stay there. Okay, and pray along. And there's every tendency that the person involved, because we know that this is both ways. Of course, the female gender is more vulnerable, but we understand that it might be on the part of the man as well. So it might be the woman who is emotionally abusing, even in some cases, physically abusing the husband.
I actually know of a
Okay?
couple. The man, it's a funny story, yeah. A family friend of mine was telling me of the story. I don't know them, but I've seen them before. So this woman beat her husband. She knows how to fight taekwondo, you know, this Chinese kind of fight.
Yeah.
Everybody in the area knows her. He says that if the woman shows her leg like this, he just has to start running. Well, the man is a very big man, but that's to tell you that some women bigger.
Of course, I've heard stories like that too. So should it be an excuse for domestic violence? See, there are people who, for one reason or the other, cannot manage their anger.
Yeah.
So they always look for a way to just unleash the whole thing. You know, it could either by physically abusing the person or physically abusing and all of that. So is there a way we can start doing like anger management check? I don't know.
Before getting into
exactly.
Yes, no.
You know, because how are you supposed to judge these things?
Yeah.
Let's talk about marriage first of all. How are you supposed to judge these things before you get married to this individual? How are you supposed to know that there's every tendency that this person don't let's even look at the aspect of those who are still dating and they're already suffering from one form of domestic violence or the other. No, me, I'm not talking about those ones, because me, I feel like I beg, there's no reason for that one yet. But marriage where vows have been made and you feel compelled to stay in that institution. Okay, so now how exactly can we checkmate this? Because trust me, a lot of talk is going on. A lot of awareness on domestic violence, but still, we still have issues and issues around this particular thing. So how exactly can we checkmate it to make sure that women and men, when they are going into the marital institution, you know, they can be rest assured that I'm not going into a place where my life will be taken away from me.
Hey, where you do?
Oh my. So your question is how well can we check? I don't think there is really a particular way.
Like maybe things you can look out for. It could be red lights, like
definitely,
you know.
See, we talk about these things, but it's because we've not experienced it. That's why it seems like, oh, we're just talking like we're just talking and miss. People that are in need to tell you that there were no signs.
Yeah.
Some person will tell you it was so loving,
or she was so loving.
So what happened? Like they can't really say exactly when, you know, he started exhibiting that trait, like what just happened, what changed. But the truth is, we would still say on this set that, yeah, look out for the red lights. And that is why you can actually just throw away people that are dating and they're experiencing this. I mean, before you get into the marriage, you had some form of relationship. Even if it was just within months or within...
Because I'm of the opinion that if you're dating and domestic violence happens, you don't even have a reason to be there.
So you just leave.
Because nothing is even holding you down in the first place.
But at least it starts from there. It's easier for you to encounter such while still dating and quickly run for your life. But people that are in
But we
marriage,
see how people who are still dating
and they
the abusers.
They're trying to cope with the whole thing. I mean, it's just really crazy, yeah. But whatever it is, just try to pay attention to the signs before you get married. I mean, this thing is like a broken record already. They will tell you to really watch out, like just try to know who it is you're getting involved with, and you try to really see if you're compatible, what are his tendencies. If it's someone that you notice that may have these anger tendencies, you might want to probably just take it a step further and ask people that have known him, his families, his friends, whatever. Just really ensure that you are going into the right relationship. But I think the whole issue will still be us talking about people that are the abusers themselves. How did they get to that point? Because a lot of people cannot help it. I mean, they really want to be this loving person. They really want to be someone that really cares. But psychologically, they are damaged. They are struggling themselves. They can't explain why they act in this way. So
it's even possible they had a parent who was an abuser or who is still
in fact, I heard one that says he grew up seeing his father beat his mother, and he said to himself he would never beat his wife. It is something he's not proud of, to even be associated with a man that beat his wife, to be an offspring from that relationship. So he vowed he was never going to do that, but he ended up being a wife beater too.
Wow.
So anytime it happens, he breaks down, he sheds tears, he just asks that he should be helped, that he can't help himself. People should help him. Wow. But before you can even talk about bringing help to that kind of a man, any logical person will tell the wife to please stay away first. Yeah, we want to really help him, but please do just stay away first. Although the church may not necessarily support that the wife should leave the man, but it's just safe. It depends on the degree, the degree of the abuse.
The abuse,
yeah, but in some space, the woman may just have to step aside. Let's get him some help. So if it is him meeting with a therapist, with a psychologist, whatever. But I'm just saying, this is for people that are really gotten into the whole mess. But for starters, people that are not really involved, what are we to do to be sure that, I mean, that's your question, to be sure that we are not going to be falling into the wrong hands. There are really nothing else to do than just be at alert, watch, let your senses be at alert. I mean, as much as you perceive, you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, let all those senses be at alert, and pray to God. Just be sure that you are actually in the right space or with the right person.
I think the will of God matters a lot when we talk about this.
And there's still many will of God that we end up beating.
Yes, in fact, I was about to say that.
Don't get carried
So,
away with your
I mean,
emotions.
it's a personal thing. Just know yourself and try to work on whatever weakness you have. I mean, it's really bad. It's evil if you know you have this weakness and you want to still go ahead and be with someone when you know you can be detrimental to the person's health. So know yourself for yourself and try to get all the help you can to be better before even involving in someone or with someone. You get me? So if you know you have an anger issue, let the lady know from the onset, say, babe or guy, this is who I am. Come bear. So it builds on her if she can manage it or if she's ready to walk through the whole journey with you. Don't hide it. And for people that they've chosen to be blind to whatever thing you do because they are in love with you, they chose to be blind. But if you want to really be true to yourself and be fair to them, also let them know. Don't even wait until they discover. You get me? So it's more like it's a personal thing. If you really love people genuinely, you will come out, you'll be vulnerable around them. How can we both work this thing out so that it will never result to you having the discussion that you have to stay away from me because you need to be safe? I watched this video. It's been up for a while. This I got flowers today. I think I watched it on YouTube.
Okay, I think I
a very short clip, a video of couples that are married and the guys keep battering her. And anytime he does stuff like that, he comes home with flowers, shower her with all the love and care, and it's just like a vicious circle. It continues up until the lady actually got the flower in the grave. So for that kind of person, he truly loves her, but he can't help it.
I don't know if I want to call that love as well, because I don't know. Are you supposed to put someone through
all of
pain and suffering because you love the person? I don't know, but I understand that people have different meanings to what love is, so you also understand what your own meaning is.
Yes.
All right, please stay with us. The conversation will continue. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Still Keep It Simple, and our conversation today is on domestic violence in relationships. So we want to talk, let's speak from the perspective of victims now. People who stay in such relationships because there's something to gain. Maybe there are benefits attached to, or maybe there are kids involved and you don't want to leave your kids at the mercy of some other human beings and all of that. So you feel like, let me just stay there and suffer for my children, knowing that in the future my children will take care of me, and all of those things. So people have different reasons why they stay in a relationship that they're still being abused, either physically, emotionally, or psychologically. People have various reasons. So what do we have to say to victims who are in such situations right now?
I think they need counseling. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think we should be carried away by our emotions. Some people just they refuse to acknowledge those signs.
Okay.
Some people see it, but they just turn a deaf ear, or they just shut their eyes to these things, and before we know it, they are just into it deeply for them to come out. So I think number one thing is that you need to know that that thing is not good. Some people, do you know some people actually likes it?
Yes, now they feel that's
don't
a
see it
sign
as-
of love.
Yeah,
Yes,
they don't see it
I've
as
read that
normal.
of
Do you know
somewhere.
that's
They are not-
abnormal?
They are not straight.
They like it. Some
You
people
think
are like
They are
that.
not straight. Like, you're just different from
And also, because of what people would say, what would the world say? What would my family say? What would my friends say? It's also one of the reasons, I feel, is one of the reasons why some people are still there. Some people here because of their children. Some people, the situation is too complicated for people outside to understand. So, the reasons are just so much. But number one thing is that you just need help. I know, one of the hard things to do is that in marriage, I'm not married yet, but I hear people talking about it. They say that don't go to third party, don't involve third party. So they are beaten and they can't just involve a third person because they feel like it's just a family problem. It should just be between us, you understand? And they don't even know who to go to because they feel like it's my personal battle, it's my battle in my marriage and nobody should know about it. That's where I feel like that idea is wrong. When you say something that's threatening, life-threatening, please involve third, fourth, fifth party. Any party that you feel that is wise enough, any party that you feel that will be able to help you, involve them. Let them know about it. And then probably from there on, you guys can start working on it. But when you keep quiet, they say, is this what silence is a silent word? Something that people say is that when you keep silence, you keep on adding to the problem because that person will not is not accountable to anybody.
When you drop dead, people will be surprised that
what happened to this person? Exactly. So you just need to speak out. Speak out. The number one thing you need to do is to speak out. Before we start talking about maybe prayers or just make sure you speak out to someone that can help, not to maybe your child or someone that can't even do anything. Speak out to a responsible authority, someone that can take action, and then from then on.
Okay, all right, our time is gone, so I'm just going to throw this last question to Lu. So in situations where the victims believe that the abuser might change, where there are situations where they've promised you heaven and earth, even when you've involved all the parties and they've promised you time and time again that they will change because they really want to, just like the example you made the other time. The person does not want to do it, but something just happened and they do it and all of that. So they forgive you and ask for forgiveness and all of that. So what's your advice to abusers now who want to stop, who don't want to, because we need to look at it from these two perspectives. Of course, I understand that the victims, you need to speak out, you need to leave, you need to maintain distance at that particular time. And for those who are now involved in it, because you can't continue abusing people. So what exactly should they do?
The people that are the perpetrators of this evil. See, if you find yourself in this situation, you will not have any problem with your wife staying away from you until you are helped, until you get the help. It really shows that you are concerned about her and you're not just being selfish. So we all know that you needed help, yes. But please, tell her to please stay away from you until you deal with yourself. Because, you cannot continue to pose as threats to her life. So, we know that you want to get out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Be open to help. So some persons don't really say, it's just like all crocodile tears and all. So they want to just manipulate you and they just want to really manipulate you so that they will be all sober and also you can stick around. If you profess that you need help, show in other ways that you actually are ready to get help. Before you are even told, you should be the first person at the psychologist's office or the therapist's office. You should be the one keeping tabs on your appointment and all. You should know that this is you. So I want to really say something, and it's both for the abuser and the abused. First, know that this life is about you. Fine, I know marriage is coming together of people, to do stuff together, and like the Bible has said, the two will become one.
Yes.
But the truth is, it will not be advisable for you to still lose yourself in that union. So as much as two has become one, we still know that you have a life to run. So whatever it's going to stand as threats to your existence, try to walk away from it. So for the abuser, know that it is about you. Whether this woman is there or not, you want to be a better person. So do what you can do to actually help yourself to be a better person. And for the person that is receiving this thing, know that life is really still important for you. I mean, if you die today, the guy with all the cries and all, he might get help eventually, but he will end up with another woman.
Exactly.
Who
Even
will
the
take
kids.
care of your kids.
Even the kids too.
So still know that it's about,
fine.
it's not that you are being selfish. You're not being selfish. Put yourself first in some life-threatening situations. So it's about me. What will I do that will be to my interest in this situation? So if I need to stay away, if I need to move my kids away, I need to do that. It's not because I hate him or I'm not going to forgive him, but for this situation, it is the best thing to do. So always do the best thing for each given situation. And we really pray that people that find themselves in situations like this and don't know what to do, God will just send help to them. But please be ready to be receptive of that help when it comes. Basically.
Yes, amen. And lastly, prayer works, and that's the truth. Prayer truly works. All right, that is all we can take on today's conversation. Don't forget that you can also join the conversation, and if you have not participated in our dance press challenge, you need to right away. So pick up your phone and do a video of yourself dancing to your favorite song, and use the hashtags that you can see on your screen right now. And don't forget to tag us as well, so that we can take note of your video. And this week as well, Hour of Salvation and Miracles will be holding on all our social media platforms. You need to join us. Trust me. The team is help from above. And trust me, at this point in time, we all need help from above. Because there is no help around us at all. So on all our social media platforms are right here on YouTube. Our social media platforms are Official Golf TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The program will be there this Friday, 9th of October. Please make it a date with us. All right, so we'll see you again tomorrow. From myself, Tolu, and Ruki. Enjoy.
Take care.